What's up everybody, I am Jaspreet Singh and welcome to the Minority Mindset. Real estate investing always finds a way to throw a curveball at you no matter how many deals you've done. And this time, it could be costing me $10,000. Let's start from the beginning. I was in contract to sell a small 15-unit apartment complex that I have an ownership stake in. The building is in a really nice area and the previous owner was not taking care of it, so we were able to get a really good price. I gave the property a facelift and got it fully occupied, and now I figured it's a good time to sell it, so I hired a broker that specializes in selling small apartment complexes. We signed a listing agreement, and then the broker started putting together a sales and marketing package so we could list the property for sale. We had a whole bunch of showings, and a lady made us an offer with a $10,000 EMD or deposit, a 30-day property due diligence contingency, which means she has 30 days to go through the property and see all the physical work of the property to make sure that there's nothing really wrong with it, and if there is something wrong with it, she can back out of the deal without any ramifications, and there's a 60-day financing contingency to get a loan. These are all pretty standard, so there was nothing really out of the ordinary. Anyways, after a little bit of negotiating, I accepted the offer. Normally, when you enter into a contract to buy real estate, the first thing you do is schedule a property inspection so you can bring your private contractor and go through the property to make sure that there's nothing wrong with it. Every property is going to have some sort of defects. You essentially want to make sure that the property is not going to fall apart after you buy it. Well, about 10 days go by and the buyers have not scheduled a property inspection yet, which I thought was a little strange because you're on the clock. If you don't finish your due diligence in time, then you're out of luck. You won't get your deposit back if you decide to back out later on. So I called up my broker to see what's going on, just to look out for the buyers to make sure they know what they're doing. And he said, oh, don't worry, the buyers are out of town. We should get this inspection done like next week or something. 10 days later, I finally get a call from my broker to schedule this property inspection, which is really weird, but hey, it's not really my problem if the buyers don't want to do their homework, right? So the buyers finally schedule a property inspection and go out there with the contractor, and naturally they found a few things wrong, so they asked us to make a few really small repairs, like fixing a crack in the parking lot and replacing some wood on a windowsill. These are all really minor things, so I just got them done without asking the buyers for anything because I just wanted to keep the buyers happy. Then the first 30-day physical due diligence period ended, and so the buyers can no longer back out of the deal for any sort of defects that were on the property originally, but they still have 30 days to get financing. My broker told me that the buyers are working with an experienced banker who's already familiar with the property, so we should be able to get this done in no time. 2 weeks go by where I haven't heard anything, so I call up my broker to see what's going on, and he's like, oh, sorry, the buyers have been busy buying this other business and the banker was out of town, but don't worry, we'll get this done really soon. And now we're getting close to the end of the 60 days where the buyers have to get a loan, and that's when the buyers finally submitted their paperwork to the banker, but all their paperwork is handwritten documents, and so now the banker has to manually go through these documents and figure out what it says. And at this point, we had to extend our contract because the buyers haven't even ordered the appraisal yet. My real estate broker reassured me that the buyers aren't just wasting their time because they spent all this money on the private property inspection and they put all this time into the deal. It's just going really slow. Okay, fine. I mean, I'm not really losing money except for the attorney fees that I'm paying. We're still getting rent payments every single month, so I'm not really stressing over it. I'm just trying to move on. And I'll listen to what the broker says because he doesn't get paid until we close. Finally, the buyers get approved and now they just have to order an appraisal and we'll be done. So my attorney wrote up a contract that extended the closing date another couple weeks, and it specifically said that the buyer waives all of the contingencies, so now they have to close, otherwise they forfeit their $10,000 deposit. Well, another week or two or maybe even 3 weeks go by where nothing has happened, and so now I call up my broker like, what the heck is taking so long? If we have to extend the contract by another week or two, fine, no big deal, but it's been an extra month and nothing has been done. So I told him to put some pressure on the buyers because the last amendment we signed is going to expire soon, and I don't want to sit here and sign extension after extension. The broker tells the buyers on a Wednesday that they have until Friday to order an appraisal, which only takes a phone call, and if they don't get it done by Friday, then the deal's off. On Thursday, I get a call from my broker who tells me that the buyers called the banker and left her a voicemail about the appraisal. And then on Friday, I get another call from the broker who doesn't sound very happy this time. He says that now the buyers will only order the appraisal if we agree to lower the purchase price by $50,000. Now, I don't know if this is their negotiation strategy or what, but I'm not a desperate seller, so I'm not gonna buy into that. So I told the broker, the deal's off, just mail me my $10,000 deposit. And that's when I find out that the buyers never paid their deposit. Normally, the broker has 48 hours to collect that deposit check after a contract has been signed. But apparently, this buyer kept giving my broker the runaround with excuse after excuse, and I didn't hear about this until now. You cannot make these things up, and these are things that you don't learn about in real estate books. So right now, I'm at a crossroads because I can sue the broker to get my $10,000, and then the broker would have to go after the buyer to get their money back. Or my other option is to let it go and act like it never happened. This is kind of a tough situation because I feel bad for the broker. I mean, he worked really hard and now he's not getting paid because of the unresponsive buyer, and he'd have to cover up the loss. But my broker had a contractual duty to do and he didn't do it, and it wouldn't be him or his company paying the money out of pocket, it would be their insurance. So as we speak, I'm working with my attorney to figure out what the best option is, but it's a new lesson. Always confirm that the EMD has been deposited. I mean, I've done a lot of deals and this is just something you normally assume. So what do you think I should do, and what would you do if you're in my shoes? Would you go after the broker or no? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button and share it with one friend so they don't fall into the same traps. Don't miss our new videos on entrepreneurship, business, and money every single week. So hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, that way you're notified when our videos are released. And as always, keep hustling.